This conference will now be recorded.
So in the last class, we have discussed about font, like how to change the font, how to increase or decrease the font size. You can change the style to bold, italic, underline, and how border can be applied for your database. You can change the fill color. You can change, that is your background color, and you can change the font color, that is your text color. And we have discussed even about cut, copy, paste. When you select any data, if you want to move it to another location, then you'll be clicking on cut. Only if you cut, the selected information will get stored in the clipboard. Only if you cut or copy, paste option will be active. Then you can paste it either in the new location so that the data is moved, or if you copy it, same content will be present in two locations. Then we have discussed about format painter. If you want any formatting to be copied for other column, same formatting if you want to copy to another column, then you can make use of this format painter. So format painter will copy the formatting which you have applied for the previous cell to the newly selected cell or range of cells. Then we have discussed even about your alignment. Default text will be left aligned, numbers will be right aligned. You can change the alignment entire for your database either towards left, center, right, or only if you have increased the row height, then you will know about this. If the content, if you have increased the row height, then only you can come to know whether the cell content is in the top of the cell or in the middle of the cell or in the bottom of the cell. Then I've told you even about the orientation. You can display your text either horizontally or vertically. Okay. Then I've told you about wrap text without increasing the column width. If you want your cell content to be displayed in multiple lines, then you can go for wrap text. Then I've told you about merge and center. If you have any database, if you have given any heading for it, if in your database you have multiple columns, if you want for multiple columns heading to be centered, then you will be going for merge and center. Then I've told you for your values how to change the currency, how to display your values in percentage, and how your values can be included with comma, separator. You can as well as include decimal places, and I've told you how to include a row, how to insert a column, how to delete the row, how to delete the column, how to increase the column width, decrease the column width, increase row height, decrease row height. So any doubts you have in this so far what we have discussed in the previous session?
No, ma'am.
Any
No,
doubts?
ma'am.
Okay. Then we have come across calculating monthly salary, daily, hourly salary. You people have done, but you have not formatted it properly. Okay. So if you want that to be displayed in multiple lines, you can select that, click on merge and center if you want the heading. Okay. So I'll just show you once more. Have you people tried with speak cells? Speak cells, have you tried? Have you people tried out with speak cells? Yes or no? Okay. Now I'll show you how to fill the values. So one method is you can type the value here. If you want the same value to appear below, select the range. You have a shortcut key. To fill it down, you can press Ctrl D. Okay. Now, if you want to fill it right, you can type a value here. You can select the range. Okay, towards right side. Then you can press Ctrl R. So Ctrl R is to get the value on your right hand side. Now, if I type any value, if you press enter, then your cell will come, that value is accepted in that cell and your next cell will be active. If you want to go to the next cell, you can use tab. You can be in the cell, use tab to go to the next cell. Now, if I type Microsoft Excel, if I type Microsoft Excel, I should press enter to accept the content in that cell. Instead of that, you can press Control Enter. If you press Control Enter, see, my cell is still active. It is in the same cell. I have not come to the next cell. If you press Control Enter, you will be in the same cell. Now, I have told you about wrap text. In wrap text, in the same cell, in multiple lines, if you want to get your text, what you will be doing? You will be typing I'll type NICT Computer Education. If you want that content to be displayed in multiple lines, you will be selecting wrap text option. Now it is showing you in multiple lines. Okay. If you want it in 3 lines, you can just little bit increase the width. Here, see, on your left hand side, just double click. Okay. It will show you in 3 lines. This is one method. Another method is what I can do. I'll type NICT. If you want to come to the next line, being in the same cell. So what I can do is, you can press Alt Enter. Now you are still in the same cell. Okay, you are able to type. Okay. Again Alt Enter, in the same cell, you are again coming to the next line. Now if you press enter, see, your content is in multiple lines. Instead of you selecting wrap text option, you can use the shortcut key Alt plus enter to continue the text in the same line. So you can try this. So Control Enter is keeps cursor in the same cell. If you want in the same cell your text to be displayed in multiple lines, then in the same cell my cursor comes to the next line. using Alt plus Enter. So you can try this out. If everyone have tried this, then I'll proceed next topic. You have tried out? If you have tried, I'll continue. So you can take a snap if you want and you can try it out. So this peak cells also, like you have some data, it is important. I'm taking a hard copy of it. There's no someone to check it out. I can make this peak cell on. I can read this content row wise and column wise so that I can cross check whatever data that is present in my Excel worksheet, whether the same thing is available even on my printout in a hard copy. Or you can see the pronunciation. Okay. So if you want to turn off this, you need to go to File, Option, Quick Access Toolbar. You should select all commands. There, Speak Cell on Enter. If you click on this, next time if you type anything in the cell also, it should not pronounce that. Okay, if not, it will keep pronouncing whatever that you have typed in that cell. This also you can take a snap and you can try it out. Is that okay? I'll move on to next topic. Fine. I have a database here. So here I have this value column. I'm selecting this range. You're going to conditional formatting. So highlight cells, cell rules. So I'll go for greater than. So automatically I have not entered any value here. It is checking for one condition. Wherever your cell value is above 9601, it's going to display it in red color. If you want, you can select any other color. You can click on OK. See, like this. If you want to remove that, again select the range, go for conditional formatting. You can go for clear rules from selected cells. Clear rules from selected cells. Before that, I can go for this manage rule. So in the manage rule, what happens? It's going to show you, as well as you can edit the color. You have default three colors: red, green yellow. Suppose if you want to change the color, you can go to edit rule. You will come to know. So here the condition what automatically it has given us cell value greater than 9601. It is showing you in this color, yellow color. If you want to change that, you can go to this fill color. You can select whichever color you wanted. Suppose if you want blue color, you can change that to blue color. Click on OK. Again OK. Now see, the formatting has changed. Okay. So if you want to clear that formatting, then select the range. Go for conditional formatting. Clear rules from selected cells. Okay. Rules are cleared. Again, you can select this range, go to conditional formatting. Here, less than. You can go for less than. Wherever the value is less than, display it in whichever color you wanted. Default, it will show you in red. If you want it in green, you can change that to green. Now, again, if you want to edit, suppose you don't want this color, if you want to know what is the condition that it automatically it has taken, go to conditional formatting. You can go to manage rules. Click on manage rules. Here you can go to edit rule. Here you can as well change the condition. If not, if you want only the formatting to be changed, you can go to format, choose any other color. Okay. If you want, you can go to more color. You can select whichever color you wanted. Click on OK. So again OK. Color has been changed. If you want this formatting to be removed, again select the range. You can go for clear rules. You have applied for the selected range of cells. So I am removing this. Suppose in your workbook, you have applied this for more than one database at a time. If you want to remove it, then you can go for clear rules from entire sheet. Now I am going for selected cells. Rules has been removed. So similarly, you can go for between. Wherever the value is between this range, it has to display it in some formatting. You can go for whichever formatting you wanted. Click on OK. Wherever the value is in that range, it will be displayed in that color. Next time again, if you make it below that value, suppose if I make this as 700, automatically that shading is got removed. Okay. So I'll just undo to bring it back. Okay. Suppose if you want to check what condition was given and what formatting they have applied default, then you can go for this manage rule. In the manage rule, you can go to edit rule, or you can create your own rule, or you can delete this rule. Or if you want to change the color, you can go here, or you can change the condition, you can change the value here, you can apply it. Next time in your cells, if any values are made changes, if it is not within that condition, then that format will be removed. Any doubts?
No, ma'am.
So I assume that you don't have doubts. So again, select the range, clear rules from selected cells. So you can try it out with this database. Either you can copy down or you can take a snap and you can apply on this. So here I have one more database. For this, I'm trying to apply text conditional formatting. So I'm selecting this range which is having some text. I'll go for this conditional formatting. There I'm going for text that contains. So now automatically it has selected sitting chairs. For that it is showing you this color. Okay. If I type missions, it's going to select only for that missions. Suppose if I change here to phones, it will highlight only for phone. Okay. If I click on OK, that formatting is going to be applied. Okay. So instead of that, what I can do, I'm selecting this range. Go for text that contains. I'll select this cell. Okay. I'll just select that cell. I'll click on OK. I'll click on OK. Now in this cell, if I type missions, only for missions, it's going to apply the condition formatting. Next time, suppose if I change this to chairs, then it's going to apply only for chairs. Next time, again, if I change this to phone, formatting is applied only for phones. Any doubts? You want me to repeat again? Okay.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
If I want to clear the rules, select this conditional formatting, clear rules from selected cell. So for this data also, you can try it out with conditional formatting. Again, click here, go for conditional formatting. Here you have top, bottom rules. Okay, top, bottom rules. I'll select this value here. Okay, I have a database. I have product, top, bottom, above average, below average, top 10 percentage, bottom 10 percentage. So I'm selecting only the values. Go for conditional formatting. You can go for this top 10 items. Top 10 items automatically it has selected. So I can reduce here top 6 values, highest 6 values. It should be displayed in which color. So you can display it here. Default it has taken red. I can change this to yellow. Click on OK. Similarly, I'll select this range. Go for conditional formatting. Top or bottom rules. I'll go for this bottom 10 items. So I'll make it as top bottom 5 or bottom 3 values. So the lowest value 10, 20, 30 bottom values you can apply it in whichever color you wanted. If you want to know the rule, you can go for manage rule. Here it's going to show you. You can go to edit rule and make changes. Okay. Similarly, above average. If I select the range, you can see here below the sheet tab in the status bar, it is showing you average. So you have how many values? You have 12 values. Count of rows. How many rows contains value? You have 12 rows. Each cell is having different values. It is showing you the sum, it is showing you the count, and it is showing you the average. Okay. So above average. So you can go here, above average. What is the average? It is 65. Okay. Average it is showing you for 12 rows. Average is 65. So it is showing you above 65 formatting. Whichever formatting you wanted, you can try to apply it. Then click on OK. So again you are selecting this range. Go to conditional formatting, top or bottom rule. You are going for below average. So below average, that is your average is 65. Below 65, those values are highlighted in red color. If you want to change the color, after clicking on OK, you can go to conditional formatting, go for manage rules. Here, go to edit rule, you can change the format. So you can choose whichever color you wanted, it's going to appear in that particular format. Okay. So you can try the same thing even for top 10 and bottom 10. I've shown you for this same thing. Okay. Any doubts you have in this, or you
No.
want me to repeat once again, you people? Okay. Similarly, here I have one more data which is having month and sales. Okay. I'll select only the sales value range. I'll select only the sales value range. Go for conditional formatting and go for this data bar. So whichever filling you wanted, you can select. Okay. Click on OK. Now if you want to know what condition, you can go here, manage rule, edit rule. So what all the formatting it has taken place, it's going to display here. Okay. That is, filling is solid fill, color is green, there is no border for the cell, and your text color is black. Okay. So based on your values, if the value is less, the shading is less. If the value is more, the shading is more. Any doubts?
No, ma'am.
Any doubts? Okay. So I have a database here. I want to convert this to table. Okay. If I want to convert this to table, select your database, go for format as table. You have built-in formats available. Instead of you changing the background and you are changing the text color, built-in styles are already present. Okay. So either you can select only the records or you can select along with the heading. You can go to format as table. You can select the preset formats available. Now, where is the data for your table? So my data is commencing from A2 to E11 and my table is having header. So you need to select this. My table has header. Suppose if you have selected your database along with your header, that is your headings, then this option would have been tick marked already. Suppose if you have selected only the values, then you need to select this because the first row contains the headings. So my table is having header. Now you can click on OK. Once you click on OK, you can see here one more tab is appearing. That is my table design tab. Okay, table design tab. So select the database. You can go for format as table. Select whichever built-in formats are present. Now see already it has selected the table header for the first row. You can click on OK. See my data commences from A1 to E11. I'll click on OK. See here automatically one more table design tab is appeared and you can see here filter. You can see pop down button here. Okay. If I click here, if I want to see the details of only city, that is Bombay, you can see only the details of Bombay. Other records are hidden. If you want to view all the records, see if you click on filter, you can see the filter symbol there. So you should go to the same location, only then you can bring back all your records. If I filter it in place of product, you can remove the select all. You can select whichever record you wanted to view. Other records are hidden. See, filter is applied for product. I cannot go to city and select all the details. Okay. So where you are filtered, click on that pop down to bring back all your records. Okay. If you don't want filter, you can see here you have a checkbox which has got tick marked, means filter is applied. If you click on it once more, it is filter is removed. Now first row is having header. If you don't want header to appear, click on it. Header is removed. If you don't want filter, click on that, filter is removed. Okay. What does filter do? It will show you records based on your criteria, based on your condition. Other records are hidden. Now if you want to get the total value, you can just click on this total row. For the above values what you have in your database, it's going to show you the total value. And you can observe here alternative rows. Color shading is different. One is pink, one is white. Okay. So if I click on this banded row, that shading is removed. Again click on that, you can see the changes. First column. If I click on this first column, now the first column records, it is shown in bold letters. If I select last column, it is shown in bold letters. Banded column, see, shading is different, alternative columns. So if you want, again, if you want to change the table style, you can select the table style here. Okay. If it is a normal data, then all these things you cannot select. Okay. As well as you have one more option here, that is insert slicer. So filter option, what it does, you don't want all the records to be visible, only based on your criteria records has to be displayed. Similarly, if you want to view records based on your criteria visually, then I can go for this slicer. Okay, so if you click on this slicer, I can visually view my records. Suppose I want to apply slicer for city and product. I'll select city and product, as well as if you want values. I want to have three slices. One is city, product and value. I'll click on OK. See, it is showing you three slices here. Three slices are there. Now it is showing you all the records. When you click on filter, you'll get a pop down here. But if you select the slicer, see, only that state details, that city details are displayed. Okay. Again, you can go to product. If you want to see only the details of the selected data, you can see that. Automatically values also will get displayed. If you want to remove that filter, you can see where you have applied the filter. In that place, you are going to get one into mark. Okay, you can remove that to view the records. Again, click on this to view the records. If you don't want this slicer, then you can right click on the slicer. You will get this remove city. Okay, that slicer city is removed. Again, on this product, you can right click, you can select remove product. Again, right click on this value, remove value. Any doubts? You want me to repeat again?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I have a database in my worksheet. I want to apply formatting for this. So what you will do, you will select the font, you will change the border, you will change the background color, foreground color. So instead of that, you have preset formats available. You're selecting this database, you're clicking on this format as table, you're selecting the format. Whichever format you wanted, you can select. Once you select, you can see in your tab, one more tab will appear. Okay. So prior to that, it will show you this is the database that you have selected. This is the range. And your database is having header. It's having header. So your header is city, product, month, quantity, value. This is my heading. Now I'll just click on OK. See, one separate table design tab will appear. Okay. If you want, so this button is called as your filter button. If you don't want to view all the records, okay, if you want to view the records of only May, I can click in the place of month and remove this select all, select only May. It's going to show you the details of only May. Other records are hidden. That is one drawback. You're not able to see all records. Only based on your criteria, records are displayed. Again, you click here, select all. Click on OK. All the records are visible. Now, if you don't want filter, remove this filter. That pop down will be removed. Now, my database is having heading. If I don't want this heading, remove this header. If you want to display it again, click on this header row. Automatically filter will appear. Again, remove this filter. If you click on the checkbox, if you click on checkbox, you have a tick mark. If you click on it, that filter is removed. Now for this, if you want to get the total value, okay, you can click on this total row. So automatically total has displayed for the above values. Okay. If you come to that cell, it is showing you the formula in your formula bar. Now if you don't want this shading, alternative row shading is different. If you don't want that shading, remove this banded row. That row style is removed for alternative rows. If you select first column, shading is different. In the previous case, we saw first column. When I selected first column, it was showing you in bold letters. Now since you have selected different style, that first column it is showing you with filled color, background color. Last column, banded column, alternative column, shading is different. So only when you convert your data to table, only then you can select these options, and you have even a slicer. So slicer is similar to your filter only, but visually you can see your filtered records. You can click on this insert slicer. For which are the columns you require slicer? For which are the columns you want to filter? So I want to have city, product and value. Click on OK. So it is showing you 3 slicers. Now it is showing you all the records. Here if I select city, only those city details are displayed. In that, it is showing you have 4 products. If I want to see only custard powder, only custard powder details, and it is showing you the value. If I want to remove this filter, remove this. Okay. If I want to see the details of Bombay city, it will show you the details of that. Okay. Again in this, if you want to filter only this record, you can see only that particular record. If you want to remove the filter, you can click on this into mark. It will remove the filter. Here also into mark. And if you don't want these slicer to appear, right click. Your mouse pointer should be on this product. If you right click, you will get remove product. So slicer is removed. Again right click on this city, remove city. Again right click on this, remove value. Any doubts? Okay. Next, you have the cell styles. Cell styles is applied for your cells. Format as table is applied for your database. Conditional formatting can be applied for your values or even for the text. Okay. Any doubts in conditional formatting? Format as table. Okay. Next, you have the cell styles. So I have a database which is having item, quantity, price, and total. So I have inputted the data for item, quantity, and price. So I would like to apply formatting, cell formatting for only these rows, or you can select for the entire database. Suppose if I want to apply only for this, I am selecting only these rows, not the total value. Okay, I am selecting only item, quantity, and price. Here you can go for the cell style. You have different types of cell styles. Here what I am doing is I am selecting input. So these are the values which you have inputted. Okay. Then I am selecting this total values what I have got. I'll go for cell style. I'll select calculations. Calculations is performed for quantity and price, and that value has appeared in the total column. So I'm applying the style. And again for the first row which is having heading, I'm selecting the cell style. So whichever you wanted, you can apply among these. So I'll select this ascent. Okay. Any doubts?
No, ma'am.
Any doubts you have in cell styles? Okay. So you can take this data, you can try it out. I'll give you 5 minutes time. You can try it out with conditional formatting, format as table, cell styles. Any doubts you have? Please send all your assignments to the email ID mentioned. Don't send it in the WhatsApp. Please send it in the mail. I'll check it out. Yes, you need to send it in Excel file from the beginning class till now. In each sheet, you try to do it. You try whatever I've told so far. So you send everything on Saturday, because Saturday, do you have the classes or it is Monday to Friday?
From Monday to Friday, ma'am.
Monday to Friday, ma'am.
Okay, if it is from Monday to Friday, so see to that if you send me on Saturday. So in each and every sheet, whatever I have told from the beginning, everything should be present in that. It need not be same examples what I have given. You can try with other examples as well. You can try it out with whatever I have told. Apart from that, so some changes also, if it is done, that is also accepted. Saturday, Saturday. Okay, I'll proceed further. I have some data here with formatting. I have some data with formatting. So here I'll select the cell. I'll select the cell, right click. I can insert a comment. Comment is nothing but you are attaching a note to a selected cell. Okay, you are attaching a note to a selected cell. Select the cell, right click, go to insert comment. Okay, here you can give a comment. Okay, so you can see a red color mark, so which indicates whenever your mouse pointer comes across that particular cell, you have attached a note to a particular cell. Okay, so similarly, if you want to give a comment to the cell, select the cell, right click, insert comment. Okay, increased from 25 to 35 or 31. Like this, you have attached a note. So earlier quantity was 25, now it is increased to 31. Okay. So when you come across this cell, you can see one red color symbol which indicates you have attached a note to a cell. Okay, that is your cell tip. Now, if you want to find the total value, you will be using the sum function equals sum of the above values. In this case, your value is commenced from D2 cell to D8. Close the bracket, enter. Okay. So you have changed the formatting, you have included the note, you have formula. Okay. Now I'm selecting this database. You can go to clear. You have clear option here. If I say clear all, entire data is removed. To bring it back, Control Z, undo. Again go to clear, clear formats. Only formatting is removed. Your content and comment and your formula which is present in that cell, still it exists. To bring it back, Control Z. Again go to clear. If I say clear content, contents are removed. Formatting and comment still exist. Control Z, you can bring it back. Again to go to clear, clear comment. So only comments are removed. If you want to bring it back, Control Z. Any doubts in this clear? Okay. So we are done with conditional formatting. Format as table, cell style. Already I have told you about insert row. If you want to insert a row above, go to insert sheet row. If you want to delete that row, delete sheet row. Or if you want to insert a column before this quantity or in between item and quantity, go for insert column. If you want to delete that column, delete sheet column. So you are selecting the database. If you want to increase the row height, you can increase the row height. Row height is increased. If you don't want that unnecessary row height, auto fit. Fit to whatever content you have typed in that cell. Again go to format, column width. If I want to increase the column width, I've given it as 10, column width is increased. I don't want to have spacing, more spacing between the column, then go for auto fit to column width. Fit to whatever content you have typed within your cells or in the column. If you want to know the standard default width, go for default width. Default width is 8.43. So I've told you about auto sum functions, that is sum, average, maximum, minimum, count, product. Then I've told you about fill. So if you type the value here 5, select the range. If you have selected below, you can go to fill it down. Or I have given you the shortcut key, Control D. Again you have entered a value. You can select the range above, go to fill up. Again you can type a value in the cell, select it towards right hand side, select right. Or if you want the value to be on left hand side, type the value, select the range towards left, select fill left. I've given you the shortcut key. You can try with that as well as this. So one more thing is, now you have typed some text in your cell. I've typed NICT. If I want to accept this content, control enter. If you press enter, it will come to the new cell. But if I want to stay back in the same cell, you can press control enter. Like I want to edit my cell content. I want to continue typing computer education in the same cell. So you have three methods. One is you can double click on the cell. So your cursor is in the end of the text. I can continue here again. Again control enter. In the same cell your cursor will be present. Okay. Your active cell remains same. One method is you can double click. One more method is you can press function key F2. Function key F2 if you press, again I can edit the cell content. Edit the cell content. Okay. One more method is I can click on this formula bar and continue. Even then your text is continued. Or if you want to remove that, you can go in the formula bar, you can remove. Or you can double click on the cell and then also remove. So to edit the cell content, double click on cell or function key F2, press function key F2, or in formula bar we can edit. Okay. If you want to edit the cell content, you can double click on the cell or you can press function key F2 to edit the cell content, or in the formula bar we can edit the cell content. Any doubts?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Either you can double click to increase the column width or you can go to format, you can increase the column width. Now, if you want to sort your column value in ascending or in descending order. I want my product name in ascending order. You can be in the cell product, go for this sort. Sort means it will arrange your column value in ascending or in descending order. If you want it in ascending order, it will sort it in ascending order from A to Z. If you want it in descending order, it will sort from Z to A. Okay, that particular column value will get sorted remaining column values also is getting affected. So you have filter option here also. You can select filter. You're going to get this pop down. If you want to see the details in place of city, you can click on this pop down in city column. Select whichever city name, only those records are visible. Again click here, select all the records are displayed. If you want to remove this filter, again click here, remove this filter. Any doubts in the sort?
No, ma'am.
I've sent you the information which is having the meaning of each and every tool which we have discussed. Okay, next you have find and replace. So I would like to search. Click on this find. Find is nothing but in your database you want to search for the word which is repeated n number of times, or you want to search for a particular word. So go to find. I want to search for Madras. So if I click on find, it will highlight. Wherever it finds Madras, it will be highlighted. If I say find all, at a time it will show you in which are the places you have. If I click here, it shows that cell which is containing that city. Now, if you want to replace this, instead of Madras, I want to change this to Bangalore. So if you say replace, in one location, it will be replaced. In other places, if you want Madras only to be existing, no need of clicking on replace. If not, you can click on replace all. Wherever it finds Madras, it's going to be replaced with Bangalore. It will show you 3 replacements were made. Now, if I want to change it back again, in place of Bangalore, I would like to change it back to Madras. In find what, you are changing it back to Bangalore. So in this place, I am replacing it back with Madras. So if you say replace in one location, it will get replaced. At a time, in all the places, if you want to get replaced, click on replace all. So it will show you 4 replacements made. Any doubts you have? Any doubts? Okay. So I have told you about cut and copy and paste. Now you have even paste and paste special. So what is the difference between paste and paste special? Paste means it will paste as it is whatever is present in your clipboard. If I click on copy, if I say paste, it will paste as it is whatever is present in your clipboard. But in case of paste special, if you want to paste only the values, see, I'll find the total value of this, find the sum. I've applied the border. Okay, I'll select this, copy, click on paste. You can try this one by one. If I click on paste, as it is, it will get pasted. If I say formula, it will not copy the formatting. See, when you go to the cell reference will change. Here you have the values in a K column. So it is showing the cell references changed. So again, you can go to paste. You can go for formatting. If you have given the currency symbol, if you have formatted like decimal places, if you have changed, all those things will appear. Okay. Then if you want no border, see, border is not included when you are pasting. Again, go for paste. If you want to transpose, I want my column data to be displayed row wise. You can transpose your data. Again, go to paste. If you want to have a link, so whatever changes you make in your original data, paste link means, see, if I make any changes here, quantity I will increase to 1600. See, the changes has taken place where you have linked. See, I'll just, where did I change? Okay, I'll just copy this. I'll go to paste special. If I select link, paste link. If I make changes to my original data, I'll change here to 1800. Even in the linked data, it will get pasted. So copy this, go for paste link. Any changes you made in your original data, it will get pasted here. Suppose if I change this to 1000, automatically, even in the linked place, it will get changed. In paste special, whatever options are there, I want you people to try it out. Any doubts you have?
No, ma'am.
Any doubts? Okay. So today we'll wind up the session. We'll continue in tomorrow's class.